Hello everyone, RPG Kingdom Kid here, back with a live stream of Final Fantasy XIV. That's right guys, I'm back at doing some Wednesday streams, and I hope you guys are looking forward to them because I have a blast doing these. I fucking hate that I have to do an extra step to go live on YouTube, but it's whatever, it's not a big deal or anything like that. But anyway, yes guys, I'm back to doing Wednesdays, but I might change the schedule up again. Since there's so much quest, there's so much story quest that I need to do. Also, as you guys see, I got more different armor because I did a lot of stuff off screen. Not a lot of stuff. I did all my warrior quests that I could up to the point. And yeah, and I did another quest where I did the Ballad of Ultimate Weapon, which was kind of hard, but I learned more about being a tank, so which is actually kind of good, and that's helped me a lot. Because I'm still learning this game. I'm still learning this game, and I hope you guys are enjoying the ride with me. But anyway, guys, I might change the schedule up. I'll talk more about this on Thursday. Not Thursday. Saturday when I stream. But just as a heads up, be mindful that I might change the schedule again for a while. But anyway, guys, as you all know, I stream on Saturdays. No, back. I stream on Saturdays, and now I stream on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Obviously, I am currently doing Final Fantasy XIV. I would love to, honestly, I would love to stream another game rather than just 14, but because I'm so behind, and with the new most likely the new expansion getting announced on February 5th, I definitely want to catch up. I'm not going to buy that new expansion until I get to the end of Shadowbringers, which is going to be a while, obviously. But I'm excited. I freaking love this game. This game's fun as hell. Now, I mentioned this before, and I'll mention it again. I'm not that great at it. Like I said, I had problems with the one quest where it was the Ultimate Ballad against Ultimate Weapon or whatever it's called, and I had some problems, but I learned more of how to be a tank, so that's actually kind of good. So I'm glad that that's going on. And honestly, I love this armor that I'm wearing right now. It looks badass. The reason why I can't do that Blood for Stone quest, as you guys see there, is because I need to be at level 70. And as you guys see, I'm pretty... yeah, nowhere close to that. But yeah. So yeah, that's my streaming. But guys, I release videos every single day at 11 a.m. or 1 p.m. and 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Or earlier and later, depending on if it's a day that I'm streaming. So today, the Bug Snacks video came out at around 8:30. And I think that's probably the normal time I'm going to release Bug Snacks videos when I stream. And then, of course, guys, the second, my second video, which is Final Fantasy VIII. That's right, Final Fantasy VIII. That LP started on Sunday. So I hope you guys are enjoying that. I'm enjoying that game a lot. So I just hope you guys, like, enjoy me watching playing the game. Even if it's, like, even if you don't like Final Fantasy VIII. It's a game that I've never... I mentioned before, I've only gotten, like, a little bit into the game. So I can't really develop an opinion about it. And honestly, I bought that game like last year when it became, or like 2 years ago, whenever it became available to purchase, and I was like, fuck it. I did. It's like, I know a lot of people don't like it, but I want to try it for myself and see how I feel about it. Because, honestly, I love Squall and Kingdom Hearts, and of course I know about, I know about the characters. Like, I think, like, this was like years and years ago, like, even, maybe like around the time Final Fantasy 15 came out, or like a few years after that came out. I was just like, fuck it. I want to, like, read the story of all the Final Fantasy games just to see what they're all about. So I've read the story, but it's been... years. So, and I remember some of the stuff, but still. But anyway, yes, those are my two LPs that I release videos for every single day. So I hope you guys are enjoying them. All right, let's continue. Traitor in the Mist. That's lovely. Try as I might, I cannot shake a creeping sense of dark foreboding, but it avails us not to fret upon the unknown. We must concentrate instead on the problems of the present. The primals have been relatively quiet of late, and the beast tribes who summon them are under constant surveillance of the Grand Companies. Should any suspicious activities be afoot, you may be certain that we will hear of it. And until such time as a permanent solution to the primal problem has been found, we can do little but wait and observe. As for the Asians, Uinga is wholly dedicated to finding the means by which we may defeat the Dark Beings. Let's pray for good tidings on that front. But all of this you know already. Let us speak then of more current matters, in particular the state of the Crystal Braves. Alphenhoon did well to found the organization, but ensuring its smooth operation is another matter entirely. Though I doubt not that he is doing his best, I felt that a helping hand or two would not go astray. To this end, I offered to send one of the Archons to assist him, but he declined. You know how he can be, independent to a fault and singularly loath to accept help. Save, of course, when that help comes from you. Alphenhoon has entrusted countless matters of importance to your care in the past, and I believe he would not hesitate to do so again, were you to offer. I should be most grateful if you would go to him and support him in whatever manner you are able. Okay, this isn't really starting off as a way I would assume like a traitor, like a quest called Traitor in the Mist would be going. Yeah, I definitely need to like get my, I feel like I need to get my character up to like level 60. I know my level will sync that to that what it should be when the time comes and all that stuff. But I feel like if I'm at least level 6, I feel like I'm prepared for all this shit. What is it, Andy? And do be concise, I am rather busy. Huh? You will lend a hand, you say? I see. Well, now that you mention it, there is a matter that wants your attention. Given its sensitive nature, I was hesitant to entrust it to my braves, but the demands upon my time are such that I have little choice. Which is not to say that my men want for labor. Though we are but newly formed, there is already a great demand for our service, and we are hard-pressed for answers all petitions, but I digress. The fact is, I would sooner attend to this particular matter myself, but my presence is required elsewhere. That being the case, I have entrusted its resolve to my second-in-command, Captain Ilbud. Tell him that I sent you, and he will furnish you with the particulars. My thanks in advance, Sunday. Hey, Ilbud. You're the traitor in the mist.
Hail to you, sire. How might we serve you?
We have voiced by Richard Epcart, so of course you're the traitor.
Commander Leveilleur bade you serve us? These are welcome tidings indeed. Given the sensitive nature of the task, I could not rely on one of my own. That which I'm about to tell you, I tell you in the strictest confidence. Some days ago, we received certain documents from an anonymous source. They notified us of the presence of a Garlean agent within the ranks of one of the Grand Companies. Following some discreet inquiries, we identified a suspect among the Immortal Flames, whom we detained for questioning. Alas, the man was not our agent. He was but one of many men in the agent's employ. We pressed the traitor for a name, but he had none to give. He claims never to have met his master, whom he knows only as the Ivy.
The Ivy?
He was, however, certain that this Ivy had coiled itself around every part of the Immortal Flames. It would seem our quarry joined the company some time ago, and gradually recruited others to his cause. These conspirators are the vines by which he learns our secrets, all without exposing himself. It won't be easy to identify the Ivy amidst this tangled mass of subterfuge, but we have a tendril in our hands, and we shall follow it all the way to the gnarled root. Now, much as I would prefer to proceed with due discretion, Circumstances demand that this matter be settled post-haste. Garlemald's War of Succession nears its end, and it is feared that the Empire will soon resume its march on Eorzea. When it does, we can ill afford to have traitors in our midst.
You said the name of the quest.
Now. We must begin by apprising General Roban of our findings. I would ask that you accompany me to the Hall of Flames, and remain on hand to see that things go smoothly.
Yeah, I could probably do that.
Assuming the Ivy's tendrils are as widespread as we believe, he will be aware that an investigation is underway, and if that is the case, he may well move against us. We must be prepared for anything, while taking care not to betray our purpose by seeming prepared. A simple enough task for a one-man army like you.
Yeah, okay. So I gotta head on over to... Head on over there. I'm assuming we're going against Shiva because this little subsection of quest is like something of ice. So I'm assuming it's Shiva related. So I think that's the one primal we never fought, right? I can't remember. I think the first primal we ever fought was Ifrit. But again, I could be wrong.
Well, well. What brings you here, my friend?
He is here at my behest. Greetings, Roban. It has been a while.
Hilbert, you old scoundrel. When they told me you'd be visiting, I scarce believed my ears.
Are you two brothers?
But look at you! The honored captain of the Crystal Bloody Braves. Who'd have imagined, eh?
Not many, but fewer still would have imagined your destiny lay in politics, old friend.
Aye. We've both come far, have we not?
Okay, maybe you're not brothers. Hi, I'm here too.
Lest you wonder, Hilbert and I go back a long way. We've been friends and rivals since we were lads. The last time we saw each other, Alamigo had just fallen, so you can guess how many summers it's been. And in all that time, not a word from the fool.
Ah, well, my dealings tended toward the modest and mundane, unlike some I could mention.
Ha ha ha. He's talking about you.
As I hear it, no sooner did you reach Thanalan than the brass blades clapped you in irons and dragged you off to die on the blood sands. Being a stubborn sort, you won 1,000 matches and earned yourself a place in the people's hearts while you were about it. Then, with your mountain of prize money, you bought the Colosseum and secured a seat on the Syndicate. Those balls, brother. Rags to riches does not do it justice. You're a hero to the common man.
Bah, spare me. I am no hero. If anyone is worthy of that title, it's our friend here. Next to him, I'm little more than a glorified butcher.
Falls balls.
But you, Wilbert, you sell yourself short. By all accounts, you are an adventurer of some standing.
I like to think that I did my part for the greater good. But if you're no hero, then I'm no adventurer, not in this company.
Anyway, business. Hi.
I have tidings.
So there has been progress.
Let's not talk here.
I've let it be known that this meeting is a reunion between old friends. None will give your visit a second thought. To convene elsewhere would only attract attention. Let us speak here, in plain view of all.
Yada yada yada. Yada yada yada. Yada 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 yada. Yata. Yada yada.
So it is we who have been compromised. Teleji Adeleji's machinations have shaken Ul'dah to her foundations. In such uncertain times, a man's loyalty may be bought for a fistful of gil. But if this snake has truly been in our midst for as long as you say, we must needs consider a far graver possibility. Conspiracy. Could it be that the Monetarists have been in league with the Empire from the first? Very well. I will have my most trusted men investigate the matter. Continue your inquiries in the meantime. It does me well to see you again, old friend. When next we meet, let it be over a flagon of ale.
I look forward to it. Let us reminisce of bygone days, and drink to the future of our homeland.
Maybe he's not the traitor, but he could still be the traitor. You never can trust people that you think are not the most trustworthy one. Who are you?
Flame General. You wear the mantle well, old friend. I must work hard if I'm to keep up.
Hey, what now?
Well, it would seem your services were not required after all. I dare say we have Roban's prudence to thank for that. Still, I was glad of your presence. My thanks, Scion.
Okay. Well, that takes care of that. Those gauntlets aren't as good as I thought they were. Our hunt for the Ivy begins in earnest, Scion. Suffice it is to say, we must tread warily, but one misstep may well cost us our lives. Our business here is concluded for the time being. Let us return to the Rising Stones and report to Commander Leviller. I did get a level while I was like off screen, so that's good. Yeah, one measly level. You see how much it takes for me to get to the level after that. And these quests don't really give that much experience. It gives like only 40,000. No, not even 40,000. It gives like 4,000 or something like that. I'll have to double check how much experience I get for this. We have returned from Ul'dah, Commander. And not a moment too soon. Something has happened. Trouble? You will recall that the Fourth was tasked with reconnoitering the rendezvous sites used by the Ivy's minions and his Imperial contacts. Soon after you left, we received word that the unit was ambushed en route to its destination. Gods damn it! According to the report, one of Oz has been taken captive. The Guardians are not wont to threat their foremen with dignity and have great fears for her safety. You must dispatch the rescue party at once. Recall those braves who are afield. Begging your pardons, Commander, but we have not the time. I'm afraid I must ask for your aid once more, Scion. An ill-prepared rescue party will only serve to provoke the Guardians with more captives. Yet time is of the essence. Simply put, you are the best chance we have. I can agree. Captain Ilbar has the right of it. I trust you are willing. Of course you are. No, I'm not. I don't want to do this shit. Fuck you guys. Now, our alliance of the Fourth lies in the way in the tangle, near the entrance to the Castrium Sentry. Seek her out, and she will apprise you of the situation. Okay, it's not that far. Back and forth. You would aid us in the rescue mission. We are in your debt, Warrior of Light. Now time is against us, so allow us to brief you of the situation. The Guardians fell upon us without warning, wandering poor Rasha and hurling her way to the Castrium yonder. Outnumbered as we are, it was all we could do to flee and regroup. Even as we speak, the Guardians may be interrogating Rasha, or worse. With her hurts, I feel she will not long survive their attentions. We must rescue her without delay. Our order may yet be in its infancy, but the bond that binds us is stronger as mithril. None of us will stand by while a comrade suffers. We, the remnants of the Fourth, will infiltrate Castrium Sentry. Please help us find Rasha before it is too late. I feel like I don't run as fast anymore because maybe my armor's too heavy or something like that. Which would be kind of cool, but at the same time it sucks. I didn't end up going the wrong way, so that sucked. What the fuck? Well, there we are. How I missed that, I don't know. Where am I? Hi. Rasha, thank the gods we found you. And thank you, Warrior of Light. Now, to quit this accursed place. Rasha cannot move with these wounds. She will need to be carried out. I believe a diversion is in order. Might we trouble you to provide one? Given your reputation, I suspect the Garleanians will be only too happy to grant you their undivided attention. If you were to create a commotion within the Castrium, we should be able to steal away unnoticed. Let us speak once again once we are safely outside these walls. Oh, I love being a distraction. Oh, stop healing yourself, you little bitch. Come on. Three places, huh? There we go. Takes care of them. Of course, it'd all be too slim for just those two. There we go. I have waited your return most anxiously, my friend. You have done us a great service indeed. Thanks to your aid, our comrade Rashad is safe and we suffered no further casualties. Words cannot well express my gratitude. All that is left is to report the mission's success to Commander Levulier. I shall go on ahead to the Rising Stones. It does me well to see you thus returned, though I doubt not your prowess entertaining an enemy stronghold is generally considered to be a risky venture. I must confess of having been a trifle anxious. But here you are, hale and whole, having succeeded in your mission as of your want. Least you wonder, the woman you rescued is being cared for by the Domans. Thanks to their expert administrations, the danger is past. You have my gratitude, Ande. Allow me to thank you also, Scion. Rashal owes you her life. You escaped with minimal casualties this time, but we can ill afford to be caught off guard again. The Empire is not an opponent to be trifled with. As you say, Commander, I will see to it that the men keep their wits about them. And it may yet take time, but I will not rest until we have identified and apprehended the Ivy. I have every confidence that you will succeed, Captain. As for you, Andy, I realize you have scarce caught your breath, but I'm afraid there is no rest for the weary. I require you accompany me to Corthus. I have been granted an audience with an Ishgardian dignitary, you see, and the men especially require your presence. Oh, do not look so surprised. You should be familiar with the trappings of fame by now. We shall depart as soon as you are ready. Yeah, 4,000. That's how much experience I'm getting from these side mission quests. Coming to terms. We have been blessed with a rare opportunity, an audience with an ambassador of the Holy See of Ishgard. We are to treat with Sir Amric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights in Camp Dragonhead. It is considered a great honor to serve the Holy See directly as a Temple Knight. Needless to say, their leader wields tremendous political influence. We should be wise to court his favor. For that reason, I consider your audience essential. If Sir Amric wishes to meet the man behind the legend, I would not dare deny him the pleasure of your company. The Ascendiant should see the wisdom of this plan when you request her permission to accompany me to Corthus. Perhaps you feel this is the waste of your talents, which could doubtless be put to nobler use. If so, I should remind you that more good can be accomplished with the stroke of a pen than the thrust of a sword. Okay, I mean, sure, I get it. It's like, yeah, sure, I'll be here, but like, it's not like I'm signing anything or doing anything. I'm literally just like, hi, yes, I support this person. Okay, sure, we'll support them too. A meeting with an Ishgardian ambassador? By all means, I think it a wonderful idea. We have received no reports of atheic disturbances or unusual beast tribe activity of late. If Alfun believes your presence may help him to secure more favorable terms, I see no reason to deny him. Okay. Sentient, I take it Andy has explained the situation. Yes, he did, so you didn't have to come in here. He has, yet welcome though these overtures are, cannot help but wonder what prompted them. The Ishgardians have spurned all contact with the other city-states for decades. Why reach out now? With that I know. The question is, their motives is one to which I have given no small amount of thought of. Alas, I know no more than is generally known. Oh. I know not what I know. The notoriety of the exclusive nation of Ishgard, situated in the center of Abadan Spire, ruled by the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, at the head of which presides the Archbishop. Members of the original Orosian alliance formed in the wake of Alamingo's fall some 2 decades ago. Friends of convenience who withdraw from the alliance as soon as the Imperial fleet was routed to the Battle of Silver Stair Skies. Since which time their borders have remained closed to all outsiders. They have rejected every one of their former allies' calls to reopen dialogue, turning a deaf ear to their neighbors, pleased even when the calamity loomed large. And on the fields of Contenu, where brave men and women laid down their lives in defense of the realm, their battles were conspicuously absent. I have tried to convince Ishgard to rejoin the alliance at every opportunity. I have explained over and over again that unless the Order stands united, we cannot hope to preserve our freedom. One by one, our nations will fall, as once fell Alamingo. And what have mine efforts yield? Why not? Surely this can be considered a step in the right direction? I should hope so. Rather than the lowly messenger we have been voted off with the past, this time we shall meet with a man of genuine influence. Of course, I'm not so naive as to think that they can come to us out of the goodness of their hearts. We have something they desire, though I have yet to find out what. But such is the nature of diplomacy. They will bring their agendas to the negotiation table, and so will I, along with a handful of inconceivable truths. The Empire will soon be on our doorstep once more. Indeed, you may be assured that I will expound upon this point and others. Expound. That's the powerful Camp Dragonhead, Andy. Our friend Lord Hodgefront is expecting us. Since our quest to recover the Enterprise, I understand you have further intricated yourself with the man. Excellent work. His fondness may prove useful to our cause. Okay. Just are they taking me straight there? I mean, that'd be great. Oh, they're not. Of course not. Bye, Amphilia. Bye, my philia titties. What? Ah, and ever welcome sight. Our hearts have been stoked to blazing in preparation for your arrival. It would do not for such a distinguished personage to catch cold whilst enjoying our hospitality. It's just as much appreciated. I fear I shall ever struggle in cold climates. Ah, good Master Elvenhund, an honor as always. Likewise, Lord Hodgefront. Forgive us yet another imposition. I fear we have relied overmuch on your aid since you so gently assisted us in locating the Enterprise. Nonsense! Any debt incurred have long since been repaid. Besides, who can say what the future may bring? House Frumpus may even seek the aid of your newly formed Crystal Braves. In any case, I'm simply delighted that the Holy See is at least willing to grant you an audience. No doubt your discoveries at Snowcloak helped to justify the decision. This recent resurgence in heretical activity is of grave concern to us all. But to the matter at hand, Sir Amric arrived in Camp Dragonhead earlier, and I am told he is eager to meet with you in your first convenience. You are doubtless weary from journey and desirous to rest a while by the warmth of our hearth. But if you are willing to forego such comforts, pray inform the knights stationed outside the interstices. He will grant you entrance and send word to the other attendants. As inviting as your hearth sounds, I like the best we proceed to the interstices forthwith. All right, let's do some side stuff. Oh. Why the fuck do I... What? Oh, there you are. We've been expecting you, sir. Pray take your ease inside and I shall summon the others. I've heard nothing but good things about you, Amric.
Have faith, my friend. You need only state your case with confidence and clarity.
I ain't talking. Oh, hello. Who are you?
Commander Leveilleur, it is both an honor and a pleasure to meet you.
Ooh, that
I'm
voice.
Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights.
Alphino Leveilleur, at your service. Your reputation precedes you, Sir Emmerich. I think we will find that we have much in common.
Hi.
Speaking of reputations, yours towers over us all. Does it not?
Your voice. Who voices you?
It does indeed, Lord Commander.
I am not too proud to admit that I have followed your activities with an interest bordering on fascination. Full glad was I to learn that you would be joining us.
I heard your voice before. Ah,
Now then.
fuck.
Shall we begin?
We know full well that the Garleans will return in force ere long. What is more, we have yet to achieve a lasting victory over the primal menace. The beast tribes continue to summon their gods, and each incarnation is stronger than the last.
Is it?
Ishgard is not immune to these threats. I must reiterate that it would behoove your nation to rejoin the Eorzean alliance.
Once again, I must respectfully disagree.
On what grounds?
Despite their presence in Kurthus, the Ixal do not concern us. Their territorial claims pertain to Gridanian lands, and it is the people of Gridania whom they harry. Consequently, the Holy See judges this to be a Gridanian affair, and Ishgard does not intervene in the internal affairs of other nations. Even were that not the case, our forces are wholly committed to the Dravanian conflict. We have not the knights to spare. As for the Garleans, we are not ignorant of history. We have observed the rise and expansion of the Empire, and we agree that it is only a matter of time before they resume their campaign in Eorzea.
Then surely it would be in our best interests to present a united front.
Mayhap one day, but not yet. Gaius van Belsar is dead, and the legion of conscripts he left behind lacks the will to fight. We think it highly unlikely that they will emerge from behind the walls of their castra for some time.
Forgive me, but if Ishgard's position has not changed, why did you agree to this meeting?
It was not only as a representative of Ishgard that I came here.
Pardon?
Pardon?
It is not within my power to change Ishgardian policy, regardless of my personal feelings. There is, however, one area in which I may exert a measure of influence. Concerns have been raised over the supplies House Forton has offered to Revenant's Toll. These have led to calls for restrictions on the provision of aid to foreign powers. I can ensure that the shipments continue unabated.
Sir Emmerich, we would be in your debt.
No, you would not. For I require something in exchange.
Of course.
Of late, there has been a flurry of Dravanian activity, the purpose of which was not immediately clear. However, our astrologians have since observed alarming changes in the heavens. The dragon star waxes unnaturally bright, and there are whispers that it portends the resurrection of Midgard-Sorma.
Midgard-Sorma?
The fallen guardian of Silvertear Falls? That's absurd.
Full many times have I gazed upon the dragon's corpse still wound around the Agrius, and wondered how different our world might be if it yet lived to plague the skies. I do not know, and I do not wish to know, nor does any son of Ishgard. Yet the mere presence of Dravanian forces is not sufficient grounds to send knights to Mordona, whatever our astrologians say. As I told you before, we have not the forces to spare.
But we do. So you will intervene on our behalf if we agree to watch over the Keeper of the Lake.
Do you accept these terms?
I do. I will see that you are kept abreast of any developments. I regret that we could not come to a similar agreement on other matters, but I understand that you are not at liberty to make such decisions. Nevertheless, I hope that what we've accomplished here today will serve to demonstrate to your countrymen that we can work together towards a common goal. Mayhap one day we shall look back on this moment as the first step towards a united Eorzea.
Mayhap we shall, Commander.
What is the meaning of this? The caravan, my lord. It's been attacked.
Again?
It was Iceheart, my lord.
What? By the Fury? All our precautions were for naught?
Well, that was abrupt. Just when we were striking to make progress. And to make matters worse, the caravan they spoke of was bound for Reverend's Toll of all places. Honestly, were I so inclined, I should think the gods were conspiring against us. Happily, however, I am not. I would know more of this attack. Let's speak of Lord Hatch first and find out what he has learned. Well, that went smoothly, I'd say. My sincerest apologies for the interruption, my friends, but the situation is such that we must act swiftly. If you would be so kind as to elaborate. Iceheart's heretics have fell upon the cavern bound for Reverend's Toll as it was passing through Boulder's Downs. It was an ambush swift and ruthless. In an instant, every knight was slain, every crate seized. Then, as quickly as they appeared, they were gone. It would be an impossible feat without knowledge of the route. Knowledge to which only a select few are privy, I presume. Quite. We can pursue this avenue of inquiry in due course. It seems to me that examining the scene of the ambush should be our first concern. The thrall is yet warm. We must act swiftly. As Lord Hatchfront said, lest crucial evidence be lost. You have a knack for discerning hidden truths, Andy. Why don't you go and inspect the ambush site in person? An excellent idea. Inform my men of your intent upon arrival, and they will gladly share their findings. Okay. Look at all these quests I could take. Move along, adventurer. There's nothing here. Lord Hatchford bids you speak with us. Then you must be... Beg your pardon, Scion. As you can see, they left nary a crate behind. Tripped the wagon for good measure, even. Whole thing's a bit odd, if you ask me. Would have been easier to just steal it, though a damn sight harder to conceal it, I allowed. Reckon they came prepared, probably with wagons of their own, hidden away off. But pay no heed of my ramblings. Absent of proof, 'tis not but speculation. Might be as the squire receiving care of the observium could tell you something more factual. That is, if he's awake. Unlike myself, he was there during the attack. Not that his presence amounted to much. Bum bum. Ba ba. Yeah. La 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 should probably do some levy quests here or something like that. Where are you, you son of a bitch? Going to ask about the attack, haven't you? We came upon them before the entrance of the Hall of the Seven Echoes. Pilgrims, we marked them as, lost and ill-equipped for a journey further north. Our leader called out to them and one stepped forward to answer. Slowly she approached, her silver hair flowing in the wind like melting snow. Just a young girl, I thought. Some poor lost lamb in search of salvation. Our leader must have thought the same, else why would he let her draw us so close? They exchanged some words I couldn't hear, and she leaned forward as if to kiss his cheek. Then he sighed and crumbled to the ground. Didn't know what had happened till I saw the snow turn red. And then there was red everywhere. I looked. I tried to fight, but took a blow to the head, and by the time I came to, the others were dead and the heretics were uploading the wagon. I couldn't. I mean, they would have killed me, so I just laid still and listened. Iceheart's people spoke of deliverance and resurrection, and they spoke of Shiva. I was right. It's Shiva time, baby. It's Shiva time, it's Shiva, Shiva time, it's Shiva time, it's Shiva time. Shiva time, let's go to Shiva. It's time to fight Shiva, 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 Shiva. Ah, you've returned. What news have you for us? Shiva. Seems the Lady Iceheart does not sculpt to sully her hands with blood. Who is this Shiva the heretic spoke of? Have you not read a single line of the Inquirium, Master Elvenhund? Shiva was a traitor of Keith and kin, an apostate who laid down with dragons. Now, we cannot expect all foreigners to know Ishingardian scripture so well, particularly when it comes to concerns of patron saints and heretics. Wait, you say she is your patron saint? No, it all makes sense now. Lord Hashashu, what was this caravan's cargo? As I recall correctly, the Diamond Forge had requested a rather large quantity of crystals. Do you not see? Iceheart and her followers intend to summon Shiva as a beast tribe with a primal. Why else would they go such lengths to secure crystals? I shall inform the Lord Commander at once. Lord Hashashu, you would agree that discretion is of paramount concern. Of course. Trust we can count on your continued support, Master Elvenhund. Sounds as though Dawn is sworn to combat the primal threat. Our support is a given. I will need to send word to my brethren, Reverend Stoll. Our entire order must turn its efforts into the prevention of this summoning, which will fail because it always does. Actually, that includes you, though I'm sure you would not miss this for the world. Who, me? Miss a chance to fight another primal? Boy, howdy! Also, I just remembered that I have this set up where I have every single piece of armor go into my inventory, so of course... Oh shit, I didn't want that. So of course the inventory stuff would not be there. The present attack of our caravan seemed little more than a nuisance at the first. Attacks were a problem to be sure, but a relatively minor one. It was before I discerned the purpose behind their attacks, of course. Now they have my undivided attention. After apprising Minfield of the situation, I summoned a unit of Crystal Bravers to assist us. Pray join me in Whitebrim Front. Since the incident at Snowcloak, the Knights of House Doran have redoubled their reconnaissance efforts of the region. It's my hope that they have information which may help us determine precisely where the heretics are hiding. Given our mortal enemy, Lord Duramont should be eager to oblige us. Shall see you there then, good? Yeah, I guess. So many quests in these areas that I feel like I should really just do them. Sons of the Seventh Dawn wish to join the hunt for Iceheart? Your assistance is more than welcome, my friends. Concerning the report I received, I dare say your time could be no better. We are all ears, Lord Duramont. Banded pilgrims were seen transporting a large number of crates to the west. Their garb appears to match the descriptions provided by the squire who survived the attack. Alas, our scouts lost track of them at Snowcloak, that self-same frozen wall which we speculate might conceal the heretics' hideaway. Suffice to say, the disappearance of these pilgrims at their provisions all but confirms our suspicion. I have heard enough. My knights will join the hunt. I took the liberty of summoning a unit of Crystal Braves to the Whitebrim Front. Given the gravity of the situation, I trust you will agree that we must use every resource available to us. Those are extraordinary circumstances, Commander. 'Twould be in our best interest to coordinate our efforts. Such was my intent from the start, Sir Emmerich. And so it begins, my friend. Though I dare say it will prove an all too brief collaboration, Iceheart will not elude the combination force of the Crystal Braves and the Temple Knights for long. Nevertheless, a wise man does not wager all upon the success of a single solution. There may yet be similar means by which we can locate the heretic's lair. Mayhap Lord Drillmont has one in mind. Well, do ya? Do ya? Do ya? Do ya? Oh. Yes, yes, excellent. My lady, everything has been accounted for. If there's aught else you would have us do, pray speak and it shall be done. Something smells rotten in the state of Denmark. One native place of all hope of success is a single solution. Seems as though we are always one step behind our quarry ever just beyond our reach. Though I would like to believe that the tables are about to turn. I must confess to having certain doubts. A joint effort may succeed where others have failed, but it could yet yield the self-same result. Fortunately, we are not without our options. I trust you haven't forgotten Inquisitor Guillemine. We have not. The mystery of how the heretic remained undiscovered for so long has been much in our thoughts, and as the question of what steps might be taken is to prevent a similar breach of security in future. Accordingly, we conducted an exhaustive and convenient evaluation of everyone in Ripen Front. Though some were found to have committed certain minor transgressions, we identified only one possible heretic. If this man has pledged himself to Iceheart's cause, he will have taken note of the movements of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves, and upon recognition of their intent, we may attempt to warn the heretics. The man's watch is to end soon, at which point he must report to Sir John in the yard. I would have you keep an eye on him. If he ventures beyond the walls, follow him discreetly. Should you meet with a heretic, do not interfere. Simply watch and learn. I have seen to it that the subject knows nothing which could endanger our plans. Well, okay then. Suspect heretic leaves through the southwest gate. Waiting. Suspect heretic follows the road east. Waiting. Suspect heretic heads south. You stop, thief! I'm coming for you. I'm coming for your booty. I don't see him anywhere. Hey, where in the seven hells are you? I'm freezing my bollocks off here. I'm here, you blundering oof. Why are you late? Stand on the wall, why else? I have duties to fulfill, you know. Your sole duties to the... Bloody echoes lower your voice to hear us in Wiper in front. Yes, of course, the Temple Knights are... and Snowcloak. This is what you bring to me? You already know about... our commanders in Boulder Downs will use the tunnels dead before they know what happens. Nevertheless, if you waste my time again, is that clear? Oh boy. Yet. I really should play this game more off stream, but I'll be honest, I haven't really done much of it off stream. And that's because, well, I'm playing other games. Like I'm in Yakuza 4. I think I mentioned this in the last live stream, or maybe I mentioned it in a future video. I can't remember. I beat Yakuza 3 a few days ago, and now I'm in Yakuza 4 finally, which is great because I'm really honest, I'm having a blast with Yakuza 4, and I think that's like a lot of people's favorite Yakuza game. At least before like 0 happened. Well, did your investigation bear fruit? Yay. I see. I shall have the man detained at once. His guilt is plain. That you could have heard their words more clearly. Yet the few stretches you were able to make out are nonetheless enlightening. It would seem the heretics are aware of our operation, and confident that they can thwart it. Their comrades in Boulder Dawns are key to the plans, which means it is key to our plans that they be rooted out and put to the sword. First Blood. We have long suspected that the heretics used a network of secret tunnels to traverse in highlights that undetected. Given what you overheard, I feel that Snowcloak may be riddled with such passages, that the heretics in Boulder Dawn are planning to use them to make our forces unawares. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to happen. A contingent of House Durian Knights are patrolling the area, and I shall order them to begin searching for the heretics at once. But knowing nothing of the enemy's numbers and readiness, I cannot say for sure that they will be sufficient. It will put my mind at ease if you could consent to assist my knights with the search. I know they will take courage from the presence of so storied a warrior. Pray rendezvous with them at Boulder Dawns. If Harlan is kind, we may catch these heretics before their plans come to fruition. Surely no mercy, Andy. The lives of our allies are at stake. Yeah, okay. I hope if I was going the right way. feel like that one attack doesn't do much. The one with the spinning axe. You know what? I'll do it again just to like see if it actually does anything. So. Okay, it does. It shows it up early in the animation. That's why. That's why. I'm like, damn, that's like not any damage with that move, but it does do damage. It does do damage. It's just early in the thing. I kind of hope that it was like would have shown all. Like, I know that's probably much asking for. It would have been cool, like, you know, I'm swinging my axe, so it should be like every time I get a swing, that should count as a hit, you know. Knights send no word of your coming, Andy. What has happened? Was it... What is that in your hand? Here you go. By the Fury. Those were veterans of years of service. And now they lie dead in the snow. Supplies must be recovered and... No, we have not the men to spare. Not now. Not while Iceheart prepares to summon an abomination. The heretics you dispatched were not of sufficient number to contend with the combination strength of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves. There must be others, and I'll wager they are on their way to Snowcloak as we speak. As worse, it seems the traitor you followed managed to pass the heretics something of value after all. The parchment you received is a table of the Godsman watches at our outpost in Snowcloak. Traitor was stationed there long before he aroused our suspicions. With that, I'd caught him sooner. With this information, the heretic would know that when the watch was weakest, they could use their tunnels with impurity and prepare their ambush. Timetable has not changed, you see. Of course, it will be changed now. The heretics may already be in position. House Ruin must send reinforcements, even if it means withdrawing knights from the Stone Vigil. I see no other way of safeguarding the lives of our allies. Oh, you think that's going to go over smoothly? We shall see, though. The path of the righteous. Time is of the essence, Andy. While my knights make ready for depart, the heretics may take our allies in Snowcloak unawares. Superior training equipment will avail them not if they cut down their swords are drawn. But all is not yet lost. If you leave now, there may still be time to warn them. Make haste, I beseech you. Fly to Snowcloak and tell Sir Emmerich everything we have discovered. Fly, you say? Well then. I must oblige. Now that I know... Honestly, I should figure this out beforehand. It's like, you know what? Well, now that I can do it. It makes so much more sense to just do that than going all the way down. Dungeon time? I think it's dungeon time. Monday, this is a welcome surprise. Perhaps the only one thus far. As you can see, we have yet to uncover any hidden... And my gratitude, truth be told, we suspect the heretics might be plotting such an attack. Now that we have confirmation, I shall place my knights on high alert. As Commander Levery had been informed, the Braves must be made aware. All is quiet in the land. It must be here. I'm certain of it. Why else would they go to such lengths to defend Snowcloak? 'Tis but a pity this discovery comes with our enemy has us at such a disadvantage. Forewarned though we may be, the heretics know the terrain better than we. I dare not think how many are watching us at this very moment. Confound it! This is all wrong. Izard has us scrambling to save our own skins when we should rightly be strain every sinew to find her and stop this damnable summoning. There she is! Come here, girl. Wait, that's not... What? I think they have him mixed up with his sister. That was close. They didn't hurt you, did they? Yeah, I think they have him mixed up for his sister. Only my pride, Yada. There'll be others nearby. We must see that they are given a similarly warm welcome. Commander Levy there! There's been a development, sir. Together with the Temple Knights, we have secured the entrance of some half-dozen tunnels upon spotting the enemy breaking the surface. But that's not all, sir. We think that one of them may be important. Certainly, the heretics near flung themselves upon our swords to defend it. Aha, just as I suspected. Amongst this one of tunnels lies the entrance to Ishard's Lead. Some of the others were going in. A moment, Athenhoon. The tunnel in question is barely wide enough for 2 men abreast. We cannot say with any certainty where it leads, much less what awaits us there. Furthermore, we have no way of knowing how many heretics are still lurking here on the surface. What if they were to converge on this point after we entered the tunnel? For all we know, we could be funneling our forces into a trap. I take your point. The tunnel is indeed as narrow as you say. Grand knows will be more of hindrance than of help. Should we encounter difficulty of our own, we should become an obstacle. Why don't you go? A change of plans. While we rendezvous with Sir Emmerich and keep the heretics at bay here, you go where that tunnel leads. If you find Ishard at the end of it, do not let it escape. You venture into the unknown, so see that you are prepared for anything. I suggest you call upon your allies, though not too many, or Papamino will sulk. Is this like a 4-person quest then? The entrance to the tunnel, sir, it's just over there. Had we not seen the heretics breaking the surface, we would never have noticed it. Per Sir Emerich's orders, we shall stand guard outside. Please be aware that even should you encounter significant resistance, we cannot leave our post. Yep, I was right. It's 4. It's a 4-person party. How many more missions do I have after this? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 more after this. Will I be able to do them all in this stream? I hope so. I'll be honest, I do hope so. How many quests have I done so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I've only done 8. I mean, this is the 8th one, so hopefully I'll be able to do it. It's just time to play the waiting game, is all. So I just looked at they just announced this February's PlayStation Plus games, and Concrete Genie is one of them, and I've been interested in that game for a long time. Control's another one. I've heard Control's a pretty interesting game, so I might pick that one up. That reminds me, I should probably pick up Maneater and Shadow of the Tomb Raider when that comes out. I've heard nothing but like Destruction All-Stars seem to be in like a good game, but I honestly don't know. It's not my cup of tea, I'll be honest. Like, I'm watching a trailer for it right now. It's like, yeah, it's not my cup of tea. See, this is why my streams are... This is why I can't do more than... Like, I probably could do more quests if these things happen. Like, if I connected to these, quests quick enough. There we go. Yay. All right, let's do this. Let's face Ice Hot. Didn't take that long, but it still did take some time, but not as long as, you know, you figured it would have. Dun. A white bear. Who's the other? Oh shit, ice bomb. Oh no, there's only one tank in this. That's right. There's only one tank in this situation, and I'm the tank. That's right. I thought there were two tanks. No. There's only one. Nice. Point him towards the springers, but don't kill them, okay? Hey, sweet. Not bad, not bad. Awesome. That wasn't so bad. Finger of the Apostate. That sounds dirty. Going on ahead, I guess. Oh no, it's a Snowclops. Nice, so. Oh, a finger. Wow, that sounds, again, that just sounds dirty. Oh, Door to Oblivion. That sounds lovely. Oh, poop. Get behind. Okay. Get behind the ice packs that doesn't cast an AoE when it starts swirling cry. Okay. Oh, this boss name's Fenrir. Sweet, I didn't even notice that. Oh, did we get it? Sweet, we got him. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I think this is the only dungeon area, a dungeon mission for this set, so that's actually kind of good. Actually, no, there's another one, but that's a little ways away.
The tales do not do you justice, warrior of light.
Oh, hi, lady.
Yes, I know who you are. and you know who I am.
Oh, hi there.
I was given the name Izel, but I earned the name Iceheart. This endless cycle of hatred, of bloodshed, of sorrow. You would see it continue, O noble warrior of light. I would not. I will not. I will bring an end to this war between dragon and man, no matter the cost. In time, you will come to understand that what we do for the greater good.
Yeah,
For
some crazy
Eorzea,
people do say that.
For Hydaelyn.
Uh-oh. Huh, well, that was fun. That took longer than I expected. What news, Andy? So Iceheart is but a pseudonym, not that it matters. That she managed to escape is regrettable, but from your description of that beast, you did well to come as close as you did. In any case, now that you have cleared the path, the Temple Knights can begin to survey the tunnels in earnest. Mayhap they will even find a route past the ice wall. Wouldn't that do wonders for the fight against the heretics? Crystal Braves would certainly share the credit for this too. 12 be praised, Andy. We might yet turn this situation to our advantage. Assuming we stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva, of course. Needless to say, our fellow Sans have not been idle. Nymphelia and Unyanga have been busy pursuing the archives of House Fromptis, gathering what information they can on Shiva. Which reminds me, if you were intended to trudge back to Camp Dragonheart to report today's efforts, don't. The Adscient should be here any minute. I can only assume some people enjoy subjecting themselves to this cold. Womp womp. For the greater good. Oh, she looks cute! The fuck? She looks cute wearing that. Ascendant, you come to us straight from the archives of House Frompus. I trust your time there provide fruitful. When that had, Uynga and I secured countless texts, but what we found was of questionable veracity. Accounts of Shiva's life and deeds are sparse and contradictory, only agreeing upon one point. She laid down with a dragon, the gravest of all sins according to the Ishgardian faith. Yet in the eyes of Iceheart's followers, this was a holy act, the blessed union of man and dragon. How such a thing could even be possible is quite another question. Suffice it to say, I very much doubt that we will find a useful answer in the archives of House Fromptis. Much knowledge has been lost over the centuries, though in this case one wonders if it is by circumstance or design. You said that Iceheart took a moment to plead her case prior to escaping, did you not? Not really. Viewed without prejudice, most would agree that bringing an end to an endless war serves the greater good. I think Sir Emmerich might take an issue with her methods. I do not care if a few stragglers manage to escape. Until the sappers confirm that a tunnel is safe, the men are not to search it. Yes, Lord Commander. Pursue your foes with less zeal than I had expected, Sir Emmerich. You seem to misunderstand. I do not deny that our enemy has given us good reason to be prudent. I merely meant, you being of man of faith, that I had expected certain single-mindedness. After all, was it not by the will of Hulian that your ancestors came to this land? Why they took up arms against the Dravians? What would they have done in your position, I wonder? There are those who believe that faith is a recurrence of free will, that unquestioning devotion is required of all who live a life in service to the Fury. Such righteous favor may well serve a knight in the front lines, less so a leader of man. We are all at liberty to interpret the scriptures as we will. I choose to believe that the Fury would value the lives of her followers over the deaths of her enemies. But I would not presume to speak of the Knights of Eld. 'Twas a different time, nay, a different era, and scriptures tell us only so much. When that it told us more. That sounds like a very insightful conversation. That man is awfully fragmented of a servant of the Holy See. A welcome trait at the negotiation table, to be sure, less so when one's enemies are making ready to harness the power of God. Mayhap he does not truly believe that Iceheart's plan can succeed. Truth be told, I too remain somewhat skeptical. Yeah, sure, yeah. If history has told us anything, no, don't be. They're gonna summon Shiva. Shiva was a living, breathing woman. Of that there can be no doubt. In their respect, she differs from every other figure to have been summoned, each of whom was worshipped as a god. The sole exception being good King Mughal Mog XII may his rule may ever blah blah blah. The myth made manifest in response to the favored stipulations of the Mughals' god. Saint Shiva may differ, but what of the heretics? There are a tribe of outcasts at war with a mighty nation, who yearn for the resurrection of the one who embodies their belief. If that is not placing one's faith in a higher power, then what is? Crystalline conviction, Minfilia. They have them both in abundance. Can they truly be all that is required? I mean, it worked with good King Mughal, Mog XII. My survey team has concluded a preliminary analysis of the asteroid Iceheart used to escape. To believe that she teleported to another aetheryte somewhere not far to the west. Despite the appropriate proximity of this second aetheryte, however, they have been wholly unable to detect its presence directly. Unless Iceheart had some means to mask its signal, we can only presume she had it destroyed to prevent us from following her. Without that means to teleport as she did, we have no choice but to search for an alternative route, most likely a tunnel, assuming one exists. Let's not give up on teleportation just yet. One of our colleagues in Saharlani may be able to assist us. I pray that you're right. I dare not think how long it will take us to survey the entire tunnel system. That one was a long one. While Minfilia looks into our aetheryte problem, I would like to request your assistance with another matter. The third unit is currently tackling the remnants of the heretic force which attacked us. However, the search goes poorly, despite our numbers. Corthius is vast, and Iceheart's followers know the terrain far better than we. Your knowledge of this region may serve to hasten the process. The sooner we capture Iceheart's followers, the sooner we can press them for their leader's whereabouts. Also, though it is immediately a selfish request, I feel that my braves would benefit immensely from working alongside you. While we have our share of veterans, we also have more than a few less experienced recruits, many of whom look up to you, in case you are not aware. I should have gotten some water. Good, I know you would understand. Usually so I can apprise you of the details. When the task is complete, come and find me at the observatorium. Captain Ilbert and I are meeting there to discuss the latest developments in his investigation. The Temple Knight shall hold Snow Cloak in our absence. Let's leave them to their work. Ours is more pressing. Holy ball sacks. There you are, Ande. Commander Levidan instructed me to wait for you. Your assistance is most welcome, believe me. Most of the third hail from Ulda, and of a man accustomed to the field of sand breathes his boots. The Church of Snow can be rather disconcerting. But to the matter at hand. Nearly a moment ago I received word that the heretics we seek have been spotted making for Affian Pass. My braves are already in pursuit, and I should be grateful if you should join them. I myself shall be taking part in the hunt. Never let it be said that I do not earn my coin. All right. Bum, bum, ba, ba. Oh, good. I need less than 1,000,000 experience in order to level up again. Oh my god. Balls, my ankle is on fire. Caught me booting a rock or something and twisted as it fell. The others went on ahead through Dragon's Pass. Hurry, you might catch up. If you aren't sure where to go, look for tracks. The snow's fresh, so they shouldn't be too hard to find. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Scion, what are you doing here? Heretics, I'm not sure. There was a great scout beats and Yosushi, I think he went east on his own. The heretics split up, so we did too. Oh boy. He said thinking you said people gonna die. For the greater good, with the freaking Monday Night Messiah over here. Faithful Harrier. How embarrassing. I was so intent on following the heretics track that I almost felt the nose that they had double back. Almost, mind you. One tried to sneak up behind me and got a knife in the gut for his troubles. I thought myself alone, so I decided to search the dead man's keepsake for anything of interest. And lo and behold, before his friends found me, I came upon this. Withdraw in groups of 3 or less to the observatorium. Give the signal and wait. The Metro will be watching. Be late and be left for dead. Speak for itself, does it not? It can't possibly mean to rendezvous inside the place, so we should recite our search to the surrounding areas. Let me reprise that you should restrict your search to the wilderness around the observatorium. I will need more than a moment's rest to recover from these wounds. I might as well just stay with the chocobo. Oh, I guess I wasn't even that far. Ah, granted. Hi there. I'm thou through with listening to your excuses. We leave now. How? The woods are crawling with those blue coats, and the knights are searching every wagon that passes through the gates. Well, stay with him then, if you think you're faring better. No, there's no need for that. There are places like this in my homeland. Scout Snowpeaks where blood must not be shed. Oh. Yet your lands ever thirst for the blood of the fallen, and by your deeds it has drunken deep. No, I've done no wrong. None but meat and secret with heretics. Deny it all you will. We shall have the truth from you yet. Inquisitors are not the only ones skilled in the art of interrogation. Damn it all. Oh, no! Oh, my Undertaker! Fancy meeting you here, Andy. Presume your work with the Third brought you hither? What a tangled web. Least you wonder we can, not for the heretics, but for the merchant who has been conspiring with them. He came to our attention during the course of our investigation to the Ivy. Beggar's belief, I know, but it seems our favorite Guardian spy may have been providing assistance to Iceheart. Were it not for the efforts of Lady Yuga and her shinobi, we might... Oh, be right back. Sorry about that. Got a package. We're not for, we might never have discovered this connection. As the Alpha Moon is too kind, I fear my people and I have done little to aid to search for the spy. We long to strike back against the Empire and weaken their influence in this land, to prevent the tragedy which befell Doma from reoccurring. The days ahead and the work they promise will require a very particular set of skills. Skills which I am fortunate enough to possess. If you will allow it, I will accompany you until the investigation is complete. That is most generous offer, Lady Yogi, and one which I gladly accept. Thank you. Though I may disappear for a time, know that I shall never be far, and shall always be watching. A comfortable thought. Come on, Andy. Let us wait inside the capital Wait inside for Captain Ilbrid to return to his report. Okay. Yes, that was quite the roundabout way of most likely something that I could have just gotten to if I just fucking... Oh, there you are. Captain Ilbert seemed confident that the merchant's resolve would swiftly crumble when pressed, so we should have new information ere long. As to whether it will bring us any closer to learning the Ivy's identity, I'd rather not say. Given our adversary's cunning, I shall consider us fortunate if we are spared another wild dodo chase. Gods know we have more than enough to occupy our time as it is. Oh. That looks an interesting picture there. Captain Ilbred, your report, if you will. Aye, Commander. Firstly, with regard to the heretic we captured, I regret to say that the man can tell us naught that we did not already know of Shiva. We have since handed him over to the Ishgardian authorities. Henceforth, the Holy See will pursue the matter independently. Our inquiries concerning the Ivy, however, have proven more fruitful. We have ascertained the channel by which the heretics acquire their information on the shipment routes. Go on. We will recall the flame we first identified as being in the Ivy's employ. From him, we were able to trace the trail of conspirators, each taking us closer to his masters. Alas, the thrall came to an abrupt end. Fearing that the investigation had been compromised, we took the necessary step to detain all suspected of conspiracy. There are 5 on our list, including a flame station at Reverend's Toll. The man's primary duty was to keep an inventory of donations from aboard, the particulars of which we could share with benefactors, trembling ensuring that needs did not go unfulfilled. By virtue of his role, he also privated to the details of all shipments bound for the settlements. Needless to say, that included those outgoing from House Frumptus. He knew that precise route the caravan would take, and he sold that information to a merchant. I think I guess which one. None other. With a little encouragement, he soon confessed to knowingly aiding and abetting the heretics. Well, that's one mystery solved at least, but what of the Ivy? Are we any closer to pricing off his mask? I dare say we are, Commander. Our relentless pursuit has forced him to commit a grave error. In a desperate bid to cover his tracks, the Ivy resorted to exercise certain administrative powers available only to high-ranking members of the Immortal Flames. If you consider that our investigation is known to barely a handful of them, the field of suspects is greatly narrowed. You mean to say that the agent is among Grabion's innermost circle? Someone who had been with him since the Immortal Flames' establishment? This is the most plausible explanation. The infiltration likely occurred during the company's founding, with the groundbreaking of the act being laid beforehand. To slip into a position of authority unremarked and remain above suspicion all these years. I too was surprised, though I really should not have been. One of the 3 grand companies Ul'dah's was ever the more vulnerable to infiltrate. Both Flames of Lemenza and Grindani have long-standing armed forces that lent themselves well to the foundation of the Maelstrom and the Order of the Twin Adder. To all intents and purposes, it was the same people, loyal ones, mind, under the same leadership, only the banner was different. Not so the Flames. Ul'dah's military was made up of desperate orders, most of which were glorified mercenary companies that answered only to their own paymasters. Hardly an ideal environment of which to establish something as high-minded as a grand company. The difficulties Realmbaum faced when founding the Immortal Flames are well known. Even after he had convinced his fellow syndicate members to share the cost, there remained the small matter of finding enough bodies to fill the ranks. Indeed, and given the pressing nature of the threat, that meant recruiting every passing sellsword. Amidst the chaos of its founding, it should have been child's play to infiltrate the company. Good deal easier than now, eh? The Immortal Flames have ever been caught between conflicting interests, the public and the private. Though the monastery's ultimate agreement to support their organization's founding, it was not out of charity that they did so, but simply self-preservation. Had Naval von Darnay's ambition been any less apocalyptic, they may be sure that they would never be risk supplying Robin with his army. 'Tis but a wonder that they did not attempt to extinguish the flames the moment the danger had passed. Return to the present. Even as we speak, our Doman allies are showering several high-ranking flames, anyone of whom could be the Ivy. Discerning the detail to blow against the Empire, the refugees were eager to lend us their aid. I expect to hear from them ere long. Very good. Pray continue investigation with the first. Meanwhile, have the second attend to the unrest. The third can join the fourth in inspecting crystal shipments. If they notice anything unusual, I want to know of it. If Shiva is summoned in the manner of the other primals, the heretics will be looking for further supplies. Understood, Commander. Shall send word to Sir Amric informing him of our success in identifying the heretics' arbiters. Hopefully the information will be of some use to the Ishgardians. It is time, Commander. Yes, I'm aware. An emergency council at the Alliance leadership has been called. There have been developments in Gremlinland, if it should seem. As Commander of the Crystal Blaze, my presence has been requested. I would have you accompany Andy. As the realm's stoutest champion, 'tis only meet that you are present for discussion. Oh, and the Ascendiant has already given her consent, lest you worry. Okay. I mean, do I really need her A-OK to go and do shit? Like me, you are doubtless eager to conclude our business with Ice Hut, but until another path of her sanctum is found, she will remain beyond our reach. Nymphelia and the Archons are sparing no efforts in securing an alternative route. Till such time they succeed, I suggest we give some thought to the realm's other problems. I shall go on ahead to Grandania in readiness of the coming council. Meet me at Nofiex Alta, and we shall make our way to the Lotus Stand together. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Here we go. Here we go now. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go now. All here we go. 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 Whoa, whoa, whoa. Thanks for coming, Andy. When you're ready, speak with the conjuror yonder. She will show us to the Lotus Stand. The Alliance leadership awaits you at the Lotus Stand. Will you be joining them now? No. Yes. Will this be voiced or nah? It's that person behind him again. Who is she?
Change has come to the Garlean Empire, and we must discuss the implications.
The rumors are true, then? The War of Succession is ended?
It is. A new emperor reigns in Garlemald.
Ooh, lovely.
Who?
The birth and all too rapid expansion of the Garlean Empire is commonly attributed to the strategic brilliance of Solus Zosgalvis, yet he did not rule alone. Several members of the royal household also distinguished themselves during his reign. Nevertheless, it was the eldest son who stood to inherit the throne, until his most untimely passing.
I thought us fortunate when I learned that the Emperor had died without naming a successor.
Would that the Garlean Empire had died with him.
Twas the grandson and his uncle who had the strongest claims, was it not?
Indeed, yet claims count for little without the power to assert them. High Legatus Varus Ye Galvus is a respected military leader. Not so his uncle.
So young Varus has torn the crown from his uncle's grasp and taken his place at the head of the Empire.
That doesn't seem very good.
Given the troubled nature of his succession, The new emperor will require time to seal his grip on power. Yet have no doubt but that he shall, for there are none left with strength enough to oppose him.
Since the success of Operation Archon, the remnants of the 14th Legion and the forces occupying Alamigo have done naught but fortify their positions. But you can be sure they'll be ready to march on us again, if their Emperor gives the word.
When, not if. They say this Varus was so set upon Eorzean annexation that he spoke out against the Meteor Project.
Plainly, the new emperor's intentions are of great concern to us all. I propose that we set aside the Cartno dispute for the present, and discuss what measures the Alliance might take to prepare for a resumption of hostilities with Garlemald. Moreover, I move that we re-examine the question of how our former allies in Ishgard might be persuaded to retake their place at our side. Could Eorzea but stand as one, 'twould deal a grave blow to our enemies' ambitions.
Well, I suppose we should be grateful that they have finally acknowledged the inevitability of Imperial attack. Who knows? They may even do something about it.
I wouldn't trust them
If only the
to.
leaders of Ishgard would follow their example and stop hiding behind their gates, praying for the coming storm to pass them by. But that is a discussion for another time. At present, I am more concerned by the fact that the Alliance's mooted preparations will be made known to the Garleans many moons before their coming. So long as the Ivy eludes our grasp, no secret is safe.
Sorry about that. I was busy preparing something. All right, Alvenhund. I will not have escaped your notice that the notions of Eorzea are known near to be of one purpose, despite the presentation of the contrary. Plainly, the threat of a resurgent ground leaning is not enough to stir them. And the reason for this, deep-rooted mistrust amongst the citizenry. The nation's leaders can come to all the understanding they like, but their unity means little and less to the common folk. Take the Luminsians, for instance. Though Admiral Melwebry outlawed piracy over a decade ago, foreigners still picture the nation as a haven for gorge-swilling, sword-legging cutthroats. And likewise, the Guardians are mocked as hermits who take the trees, and the Ulda scorned as swindlers who worship coin. Not that such sentiments are entirely without grounds, of course. Take that pillar of Ulda's society, Telgia Adelegia, for example. But that is beside the point. The fact that the people are wary of outsiders, whether they have cause to be or not. Over the bias, one could argue that the conflict of continuity is a necessary evil. Each nation has its own warmongering faction that advocates the acquisition of Omega. In order to place them, we present them something resembling warfare, and thereby curb their appetite for a full-scale conflict. But enough ideal musing, let us speak with more pressing matters than Ivy. Since we spoke to at the Observatorium, Captain Ilber has further shortened his list of suspects, and by happy coincidence, the one he deems the most likely candidate has lastly come to Gardenia. The hunt nears its end, Ande. All that remains is to corner our quarry. Seek out Ilba near the Adder's Nest. We'll give you particulars. Should there be any developments in Corthes, you may be sure that I will send word without delay. In the meantime, I wish you success in apprehending the Ivy. Okay. The knot. My thanks for coming, son. Doubtless the commander has informed you, but we have unmasked the Ivy. From this point on, we must proceed with extreme caution. Nice. Offhand. Yeah, it's a shield, but I'm carrying a two-handed axe or something, so. Chasing Ivy. Listen well. The spy we have been seeking all this time is none other than Flame Marshal Elian Rosia, Ruban's second in command. Of course I knew it was her. Prior to joining the Immortal Flame, she was a mercenary of no small renown. They say her skill with a polearm had to be seen to be believed. Of Ishgardian birth, she is the highest ranked foreigner of the Immortal Flames, bearing the Flame General himself, of course. To inform the Grand Company, Ruban chose people based on their worth, which they held was of no interest. The monastery saw things differently, however. Having funded the enterprise, they reserved the right to reject candidates nominated for high-ranking positions. It was no secret that they did not favor foreigners, Ishgardians especially after the way the Holy See forsook the alliance. Yet the monasteries did not raise so much as a murmur to protest when Royalia was appointed to her post. Passing strange, is it not? Could it be that the Ivy had some hold over the monasteries? Those revelations are secondary to our mission. Of foremost interest to us is Rolian's presence here now. As you may be aware, it is the duty of the Flame Marshal to command the Immortal Flames in the absence of the Flame General. While Rubian attended the Council of Alliance leaders, she should have remained in the Hall of Flames. No, she was literally in the room with us. I saw her. Rubian has no business being in Grindania, yet here she is nonetheless. Some pretense she is up to something, mark my words. Even as we speak, I have a dozen men throwing the Flames records for evidence of Rosalia's guilt. But if we can catch her red-handed, we shall have all the proof we need. Hold on. Which brings me to the plan. Sorry, I sneezed. I have people watching the city gates, the airship landings, and the docks. Every point of egress. She cannot leave without our knowledge. All that remains is to shadow her until she betrays her true purpose. Can I rely upon your eyes, Scion? Yeah, I guess. You have my thanks, so let's go then, and take care not to alert our quarry. Okay. Chasing Ivy. Poison Ivy. Yo, I honestly really like this getup. This getup is cool as fuck. Let's head to the direction of the Blue Badger Gate. With me, Scion. Okay. Hi, Bernadetta. Speak with Ilbrad again. Speak with Ilbrad again. So has entered the Arniel canopy. Means someone perchance? Or could it be she means aboard an airship? Pray look for her within. If she is not on the upper floor, try the landing area below. One of mine is stationed there, and she may have seen something. Amphimine is her name. I shall remain here in case Rosalia reappears. Aw, why won't they let me jump all the way down? Oh, because that's through something that I cannot. Annie Dole, such an unexpected question. What brings you here? A social visit, you say? How pleasant. No, she didn't come this way. I've noticed every patch and none bore any resemblance. Don't let me keep you. Where to be seen, you say? You're sure she did not board an airship? She did not come back out either. Where the seven hells could she have gone? The roost! How could I have forgotten? Greetings again, sir. My interest in some tonic, a cup a day, impress a man with great vigor, if you take my mean. Perhaps another time, friend. Wait, that necklace. You are Shinobi of Doma. Seek has left Gridania by ways of West Shore Priya. She was tried as a merchant, but the eyes are not so easily deceived. You may wish to take your searches to the East Shroud. Rest assured that we shall continue to support you from the shadows. Thank the 12 for the Dolmens. Were it not for their inquire talents, Rosia would have disappeared without a trace. How many more quests do I have until the next dungeon? Okay, a couple. Our hunt leads us to the East Shroud Scion. I suggest we follow Rolian's example and take the ferry from West Torpia. Those others wish to make certain preparations. See to them while I go on ahead. I shall wait for you at Sweet Boom Pia. Okay. Thank God for pressing the wrong button. I was still trapped, so I would have been wasting some of my sprint. Alright, let's go. This way, my friends. Oh, this way, my friends. The query makes for the heart worth the hunt. Rose is truly the one we seek. We can expect that she means to make contact with the Greenland masters there. The exploration is in order. You are no doubt aware that the Garleans have their own method of communicating over great distances. We, our Inquisitors, friends of Garlean and Ironworks, have provided us with devices which disrupts their communications, and we have installed them around the city-states. In so doing, we have made it difficult for Imperial agents to correspond with their masters. Rosea would thus have no choice but to rendezvous with Imperial contact directly. As a well-known face of the Imperial Flames, she could not have moved about Thalion without being recognized. It would only be a matter of time before someone saw through her disguise. It is for this reason I believe that she was chosen Black Shroud for a clad in this meeting. The Eldian are a common sight here, and her comings and goings are not like to turn any heads. As my scouts tell me, the Garleans have sent agents with a mind to destroy the devices and render such direct contact unnecessary. Furthermore, our shinobi have thus been successful in rebuffing their efforts. This is it. We need only make for Hawthorne's hut and catch Rosie in the act. Alright. Motherfuckers. Hey, baby cakes. My people report that our quarry has departed for the Bramble Patch. Ivy returns to the Garlands whence she came, but perhaps it is all for the better. To convince someone of her standing, she will require damning evidence against her. What could be better than to catch her in the act when she meets with her Garlandian masters? My countrymen and I shall lie in wait in shadows. Tread warily, my friends. Okay, that's not so bad. No need for a chocobo for this. Lemur. Lemur, lemur, lemur. A boring weevil. Weevil. Talk to me, baby. Just beyond, Rolian is in conversation with an individual clad in the manner of an adventurer. Imperial intermediate, no doubt. This is it, with me! Ray Marshal Alien Rolian, you are under arrest for treason and espionage. You have followed, you bloody fool! Damnation! You're unarmed, my lady, and scarcely grabbed for battle. But if you wish to fight, you are welcome to try. What does it mean, this, Captain? Would you arrest me for strolling the 12's Wood? When last I looked, that was no crime. Needless conversing with passing strangers. You would feign ignorance, then. Very well. If you do think of something to say, there will be plenty of time to say it later. Now, come quietly, or I shall make you wish you had. She has something planned, and I don't like it. will offer you no struggle. After all, I have naught to hide. Okay, good. He's coming too. Or she, I don't know. Well, that was fun. Even a warrior of Rosen's renown could not have hoped to escape by force. Spire claims her surrender does not bespeak innocence, but an awareness that her position is untenable. With the ivies thus uprooted, it is to be hoped that the tendrils she entwined within the immortal flames will gradually wither and die. Mayhap then the people of Uldal will have the grand company they deserve. But let's speak at the present. If I may ask, what will you do now, Ende? I have no idea. So silence seek away into Iceheart's sanctum. I dare say you are eager to return to the Rising Stones. Pray do not let me keep you. Fear not, my countrymen and I shall tend to the aftermath. You need not waste your talents here. And speak of talents, have you considered training in the art of the shinobi? You have the aptitude for it, I believe, so please give it some thought. Till next time, my friend. I'm quite interested. I'll be honest, I am somewhat interested in learning about, like, the shinobi shit class. Like, there's some classes I'm like, yeah, no, I want to try out. I want, like, I think, like, there's enough, like, I have Marauder and Warrior or whatever it is. Yeah, Warrior. And I think there's, like, a class that I can go beyond Warrior or something like that. So I would hope to get that somewhat soon-ish or something like that. Granted, I can't continue on those there's actually more warrior quests, I suppose, but I can't do that until I pass the specific quest, which I have not done yet. Welcome back, Ende. I understand that Alpha Moon has a task for you. May I ask what it is? I don't fucking know. I guess stopping Shiva, charged with treason, espionage against Ellie and Rolia. I can scarce believe it. Could there have not been some manner of misunderstanding? No, it ails us not to dwell on it. Whether the truth may be, we must trust it to the authorities to uncover it. Let's speak of another matter. I am pleased to report that we have made progress in our efforts to find a way to Iceheart's sanctum. Cool. As you may recall, Iceheart used the Aetheryte in the depths of the Snow Cloak to teleport to a short distance to the west, most likely to a sanctum of some description. It is there that we suspect she meets with some Shiva using the crystals she stole from the house from this caravan. The heretics believe that they are bringing about the second coming of their patron saint, but if, as we suspect, they mean to hold a summoning ritual for the kind employed by the beast tribes, it seems likely that the result will be something more akin to a primal. Suffice it to say they must be stopped, and stop them we shall, but first we must summon the obstacle that Iceheart has placed in our path. Ordinarily, it would be simple matter to tap into the essential Aetheryte and thereby follow our quarry. However, despite our best efforts, we have been unable to ascertain the position of the Aetheryte to which she teleported. Our prevailing theory is that she destroyed the second Aetheryte upon arrival, a reckless, desperate measure, but also an effective one. After discussing the matter of length with Uringer, we have concluded that we lack the expertise to develop a solution, which is why we have called upon the aid of one who does possess such experience, a colleague of ours who is currently en route to Reverend Toll from Sharalan. She should be arriving within the hour, in fact. Since you're here, mayhap we could welcome her together. I'm certain she would appreciate the gesture. Let's make our way to the northern gates and await her coming. Okay. A simple plan, it's called. Excuse me, Morgana. Yada 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 yada. It's a balloon. Chocobo. I have a feeling it has to be someone we know of, right? Or nah. Hello. Who are you two?
Minfilia, am I right?
You are correct.
None other. I bid you welcome to Revenant's Toll, and thank you for traveling so far on such short notice.
As if I could ever say no to Urianger.
Moonbreeder is an accomplished Sharlayan scholar and an authority on aetherite technologies. She has played an invaluable role in our search for a means to capture Ascian souls.
Charmed, I'm sure.
I'll be honest, that thumbs up really like, hello. Listen. Yastola will forever and ever will forever be my girlfriend. But damn, look at you. And that other girl, oh my god. Let's return to the Rising Stone at once then. We have much to discuss. I think the next mission is against Shiva. I know I'm nearing where I usually would end the stream, but if I can beat Shiva, hopefully it doesn't take too long, then you know what? I'll be fine with that. It's okay, so because it's a Wednesday, I do work on Wednesdays. So I really can't, I don't want to go for it too long over in streams. Obviously, it was different back with when I did with Persona 5 because that one was a little more Steady, steady, not bad, eh? With a little more practice, I could earn a fortune at the Ruby Road Exchange. Masaru did think quite highly of herself. On the other hand, so does Yada. I love these. Okay. I remember back at the beginning, I was like very suspicious of them. I was like, okay, are your guys' cause just or whatever? But they haven't so far, so. For now, I'm trusting them. For now.
Moon! Gods, it's been ages!
Moon!
Oh, longer, sister.
A joyous reunion indeed.
Well, of course it is. Moon and I are like twin sisters.
Save in appearance and aptitude.
Everyone, if I could have your attention. We have with us an esteemed guest who has come from Sharlayan to assist us. I bid Moonbreeder join us here that she might share with us her extensive knowledge of aetherites. Also, as many of you are already aware, she has been overseeing our research into white auracite, a sample of which she has been good enough to bring with her.
Well, I had to come, didn't I? You'd have to be bloody daft to turn your nose up at a chance like this. Where better to conduct my final tests than a land so steeped in ether you can taste it?
'Tis plain the passage of the years hath done little to dampen thy youthful spirits. And nothing at all to reform thy youthful manner.
Yeah.
Oriange, where in the hells have you been hiding?
Unhand me.
Unhand me, woman. I like her.
I come all this way, and that's what you have to say to me. I much preferred when you were pleading with me to drop everything and hurry to your side. What was it you said? None save thee can satisfy this need.
Go on.
Thine artless attempts to misrepresent mine all too innocent motives do thee little credit. Mine intent, as well thou knowest, was but to impress upon thee the gravity of the circumstance. Lest thou doubt, a deiform entity shall shortly be summoned, save if thou and no other grantest my compeers thine aid.
You still haven't found it, then? Your missing aetherite?
We have not. No. We know that Iceheart teleported to an aetherite not far from the first. Yet even after careful analysis, we could not locate the second beacon. We now suspect that the heretics destroyed the second aetherite to impede our pursuit. Our allies continue to scour Snowcloak for Iceheart's sanctuary, but we have no guarantee that they will find it. Yet it must be found, for even now Iceheart prepares to call upon Saint Shiva.
I'm sorry, but if the aetherite's been destroyed, then that's that. Although, you're absolutely sure she used the first aetherite, are you? She didn't just use teleportation magics?
One of our own bore witness to her escape. I can say with absolute certainty that Iceheart used the aetherite.
Yeah, that was me. I saw it.
In that case, there might be a way, so long as the ethereal current is still flowing.
Truly? How?
We use the current to recreate the beacon. As you know, aetherites are a bit like lighthouses. We use them to reconstitute our physical forms when crossing the ethereal sea. Without them, we'd lose all sense of direction and our essence would dissipate. However, we don't rely solely on these beacons. There are currents of ether which flow between them, currents which help guide us to our destination. Now, these currents will gradually dwindle away to nothing if an aetherite is destroyed. But if even a sluggish flow remains, we could theoretically use it to direct a surge of concentrated ether towards the void left by the beacon, and thereby fill it up again.
Like opening the floodgates to fill a dry riverbed. Though, correct me if I'm wrong, but would we not need a veritable reservoir of ether?
In concert, we might manage to channel a sufficient volume, yet that is not my chief concern. To direct the flow of so great a volume of ether with the requisite precision would be a nigh impossible task in itself.
I barely succeeded in facilitating travel to an unattuned beacon. That which you describe sounds considerably more difficult.
And dangerous. Every person who has attempted to teleport in this fashion has died in the process. They, however, did not have white aura sight at their disposal. I can use it to channel all the ether you can give me into the aetherite. However, White Auracite cannot retain ether for an extended period of time, so we would need to infuse it immediately beforehand. Just so you know, I'd confidently give this plan better than even odds of success. And if the worst comes to worst, your people won't suffer.
If worst comes to worst.
Though it risked the lives of our best and brightest, we have not the time to seek other options. If the ethereal current still flows, we shall carry out Moonbreeder's plan.
That's the spirit. Let's roll the dice.
Oh. Well, here's the problem. If I was streaming this on a Saturday, I would do this mission. But since I am not, fuck it. I'm doing it. I've already told Alphenhoon of our plan to recreate the beacon in the manner Monabier described. He agreed that despite the inherent danger, it represents our only hopes of success. He also said that he wishes to meet with you at Snowcloak before proceeding. I expect you will find him waiting for you there when you arrive. I want you to know that I appreciate everything you have done on our behalf, Andy, and that I have faith in you to return to us, as you always have. All the way at fucking Snowcloak. Like, I have no problem if this does go for like an extra hour, but because I do have that, like, I'll be honest, like, I don't go to work for like another 2 hours, but I'd like some time to myself before I go to work, and only having 1 hour is not as much time as I would like. But it's no big deal. Now, see, that's the problem why that's why I like streaming on Saturdays. Is like, unless I have something else going on, I have no prior engagements I need to worry about. It's like, oh, it's a Saturday. I don't have to worry about working or anything, so I can stream a bit longer without feeling like I'm I just hope I don't have to go into this dungeon. Good to see you, Andy. I was wondering if you were having second thoughts. Captain Ilbert sends his regards, by the way. He attends the interrogation of Ellen Rolian and Ulda even as we speak. I shall not distract you from the matter at hand. We can discuss the Ivy upon your return. Just that, by which I mean to say, the others are waiting for us at the Aetheryte. After you, Scion. Okay. Like, my guess is we're just going to be fighting Shiva. Which hopefully shouldn't take too long, considering that these fights aren't that long. So I feel okay with doing this fight. There, it is ready. Besides, I feel like I'd be duping you guys. I mean, I do have this stream called Time for Shiva, question mark, but it worked, I think. Try to tune into the 8th right now. Feel for the current and try to locate the beacon. I like her. We have done all we can, Ade. For now, let's withdraw. When your final preparation is complete, you must seek out the beacon we have created. If by the grace of the 12 you arrive safely, you must stop Iceheart before she summons Shivas. Shiva. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. She'll be summoning Shiva by the time I get there, so fuck it. We cannot ignore the possibility that our actions have altered Iceheart to our plans. Should that be the case, she may attempt to hasten the completion of the summoning ritual, and if she succeeds, you have little choice but to face Shiva in battle. Knowing little of this saint, I cannot say if your own strength will suffice, and so I will encourage you to call upon your allies. Some may have reservations about wagering their lives for the success of Modian's experiment, but others will surely agree that this bad times call for desperate measures. Before you assemble your party, pray speak with that knight. I believe he has a message for you from Sir Emmerich. Sir Emmerich regrets that he cannot be here in person, and as I read you this letter. Ishgard faces an unprecedented threat, yet in our hour of need, it is not her knights who stand poised to defend her. Ande Dole, the warrior of light, savior of Erosia, your deeds this day shall not be forgotten. Where others would flee, you chose to remain. Where others would falter, you chose to challenge. Where others would use their gifts for selfish ends, you wield yours in service of a greater cause. May Holiness bless you with great fortune and see you safely home. Oh. Oh, let's just see. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. That's not how I would imagine Shiva to look like, but eh. Taking some good time, that's for sure. You know, I will wait until the average wait time passes before I will stop. And I will most likely end the stream then. Because I would rather not wait more than 9 minutes. And so far, not even the second person has showed up yet, so this could take some time. So. Well, there's someone standing next to me, but I don't know if they're joining for this or not. Buffalo calf. Okay. Got time. Got time. And so far, no one else has shown up yet. Like I said, I could just do this in the next stream at the beginning, which wouldn't be a bad thing, so. Oh, there goes the person. Bye. Amphitheater. I like a butterfly. Alright, we have been almost, like, we're more than halfway through with this time, and not even a single second person has showed up yet. Fly like a beautiful butterfly. Fly like a beautiful butterfly. Oh, for 5 minutes have passed and so far nothing. Like, I want to fight Shiva in this. Like, don't get me wrong, I want to fight Shiva in this stream, but I also want free time before I go to work. And I also want to get a little something to eat before I go to work too. Both will take time. Still no one. Got 2 minutes left. Oh, another tank showed up. I feel bad if I leave. Which I'm gonna do in a minute. It sucks, but like I said, guys, I have work I need to get to. And, well, not work to get to, but, like, I need time to get ready. And plus, I want this thing to be exported. And plus, I know it's not going to be done exporting by the time I come back from work, but it'd be nice if it was. It's not going to be, though. Got 30 seconds. Alrighty, guys. Well, that is going to have to do it. Oh. There we go. Never mind, then. Unless those other 2 don't show up. Come on. Alright, one more. Come on. Come on, warrior. There we go. Wow. Okay, I was literally just about to end it. But then that just happened. Alright, here we go. I'm okay with this. Hi, bitch.
You should never have come here, warrior of light. I labor only to forge a lasting peace. A peace you would deny us out of ignorance and blind faith. No matter. If it is our fate to be at odds, then it is mine to strike you down. We whom gods and men have forsaken shall be the instruments of our own deliverance. Partake of my flesh. Fill this vessel with your light. Walk amongst your brothers and sisters once more.
That's not good.
Saint Shiva, still the hatred within our hearts and bless us with eternal grace.
Here we go. Yo, what's up with this music? What is with this music? Hey, we got her. And that didn't take too long either. I'll be honest, I actually really like the keyboard for the PlayStation 5 here better than the PlayStation 4. It's much, much better. Hey.
Fool. Blind, bloody fool.
I've been called worse.
You, of all people, should understand the suffering war begets. That no sacrifice is too great if it brings an end to the violence. Mine is the righteous cause. You fight in a war you do not understand. A pawn of liars and schemers. And they are no less ignorant than you, following the creed of their fathers without question, never thinking to ask why. Trapped in a delusion of their own creation, and blind to the truth. Warrior of light, redemption is not beyond us. We who walk before may lead those who walk after. Seek the keeper of the lake. See with eyes unclouded. Do not squander a mother's gift.
Oh, you motherfucker!
And so the vessel withdraws, a predictable outcome. Nevertheless, La Habrea will be pleased. How unfortunate.
Okay then, let's end this. By the 12s, you're alive. I mean, of course you're alive. Why wouldn't you be? Iceheart did what? And you're certain about that, are you? Drivers are skilled with glamours, after all. Look, if you say that's what you saw, I believe you. It's just that I've never heard of a primal being something like that before. Are you sure you're not injured? Head trauma has been known to cause hallucinations, see? No? Fair enough. I was only asking. If you ask me, there's not to be gained from mulling over the incompletions of your story in a freezing cold. Let's save it for the Rising Stones, eh? Get everyone to meet us there. Ah, but before you do, you had best pay a visit to White Brim Front and speak with Alfenhund. He's probably worried sick about you. That or he's busy playing at politics with the Ishgardians. Either way, I'm sure he'll be delighted to see you hale and hearty. Speaking of which, you don't have a headache or anything, do you? No? Blurred vision? Oh, no reason. See you again soon. Bitch, I'm fine. The reason why I'm doing this quest is because I'm pretty sure I'll be going to the Rising Stone soon, and I'd rather end a stream at a sanctuary so I can get more bonus experience that I will not be able to get for a long time. In all honesty, I could use these for other classes, but for now I'm happy with what I currently... Oh. Oh, damn it! There he is, and none of us aware. Was there ever any doubt that the warrior Valet would succeed? I think I speak for us all when I say that I should like nothing more than to hear the strange tale of your victory. If you'd be so kind. I fought Shiva, this is how she was summoned, and she was a bitch. Then we were too late to prevent the summoning. As always... Not to the late prevent for the loss of life, an outcome worthy of celebration, and of which we have Ande to thank. Yes, you're right, of course, Sir Amric. We should be content with what we have accomplished. I, for one, could not have wished for a better outcome. She was no longer a threat, and the heretics have been routed. There's a matter of Iceheart's escape, but she cannot run forever. Whatever it takes, days, weeks, moons, or even years, my knights will find her. In the meantime, Lord Durant, is the caravan ready? Supplies that your men recovered have been prepared for transport in accordance with your wishes. Rest assured that my knights will see them safely to Reverend Stoll. For the third time, goddammit! Of that I have no doubt. I take that these are the self-same supplies the heretic stole from the house Fromptus caravan. At least the crystals which comprise the bulk of the shipment, yes. Scarcely a fraction of which was promised, but mean full contribution to your cause all the same. Oh, on a related note, Ande, might I trouble you to accompany me to the Camp Dragonhood at your earliest convenience? Okay. 'Tis not for my benefit. A certain lord was most distressed when he learned that your instant risk life and limb to stop Iceheart. Took half a dozen knights to restrain him, I'm told. Okay. Men give vent to their anxieties in mere ways. Pray do not take less of him. Pray do not think less of him. Hello again. What were you thinking, Andy? Wagering your very being on a dubious theory which might allow you to enter Iceheart's lair, knowing full well that she could have sufficed forewarning to complete her ritual to summon Shiva anyway. And then engaging the abomination in mortal combat. By the fury, Andy! 'Tis the stuff of ballads, a battle of ages. Would that I had been there to fight it by your side. Yet here I was forced to wait, condemned to wonder at the fate of a dear friend for a variable entity. I would not wish such torture on my most hated enemy. But you are here now, and that is what truly matters. Let us move on. Sir Emmerich wishes to have words with you and Master Alfenhund in private. He awaits us in the tertiary. Oh my lord, I want this. Don't get me wrong. Okay, good. This will end the quest. Good. And then I'm gonna assume this quest will start in here. Don't get me wrong. I am enjoying this game a lot, but again, I go to work in like an hour and a half, and I gotta do shit. I'm just gonna assume this is voiced.
On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, allow me to express my deepest thanks. Never before have we been required to contend with a primal. Indeed, there were fears in some quarters that our knights might not be equal to the task. From what we have now learned of these beings, I can say with certainty that we would have lost a great many men had the Scions not intervened.
Then the argument for preemptive action should be self-evident. Perchance now you will reconsider my proposal that Ishgard move against Nautalon.
Ere we first met, a similar proposal was tabled, but the Holy See decreed that we were to observe, and that military action should be taken only in self-defense. All things considered, it was not an unreasonable decision. Since the calamity, 2 vigils have fallen to the Horde, while Garuda has never shown any inclination to storm the gates of judgment. Which is why this unprecedented crisis and its resolution may prompt a change in policy. You who have faced these primals know well the threat they pose. Ishgard did not. Not until now. And there is naught like a brush with death to change a man's outlook.
At the very least, this should silence any lingering objections to our arrangement with Revenant's Toll. The Holy See may even feel moved to grant us its formal endorsement.
So far as it is possible, the Scions shall be compensated for their service.
I remember your voice. He voices Alvis in he sounds like Alvis from Xenoblade Chronicles.
I shall withdraw my previous request. Your people are doubtless needed elsewhere.
That will not be necessary. We too have a vested interest in watching Dravania's movements.
I see. Once more, I must thank you.
Sir Emmerich, if I may, do you truly believe that Midgardsormr could return?
The heavens are a window unto truth, but those who interpret their movements are not infallible.
Probably will be someone brought back like a primal.
Precautionary measure.
But of course, you sought an excuse to compensate us from the first, mindful of what would happen if Revenant's Toll were taken by your enemies. Ishgard is not wont to aid its neighbors, but that does not preclude it from manipulating them to serve its own interests.
Choose your next words carefully.
I mean, is he wrong?
Do you know what sort of man becomes Lord Commander of the Temple Knights? One who comes from good stock. I did not. Yet here I am now. Why do you suppose that is? Because I swiftly learned to tell the difference between words, deeds, and beliefs. You are correct, Master Leveilleur. Ishgard desires to see Revenant's Toll flourish, as it would present a troublesome obstacle to our enemies from the south.
We are so glad to be of use to you.
As we are to you. Ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement, lest we...
Where's your sister, Alfenhound? I forgot that I haven't done my daily or streamly question to him.
The heretics harry us nigh without cease. We have contended with such troubles for centuries, but there are limits to even our endurance. Yet as a pauper is loath to part with his meager possessions, the leaders of Ishgard are not wont to render up their trust to outsiders. But with perseverance on our part, they may yet be made to see the light. Nevertheless, one must take care when walking the road less traveled.
Wise words, Sir Emmerich. I shall make a point to remember them. I must apologize for my earlier outburst. I hope it will not sour our good relations.
What good relations?
Not at all. You but spoke from the heart. I trust you understand that at times my duties may prevent me from meeting with you. On such occasions, my second-in-command will speak for me.
Lucia, at your service. Pray excuse our reticence. We are but wary of speaking too freely, lest our sentiments be made known to our enemies. Know that the Lord Commander and I are of one mind. For the sake of Ishgard, and of Eorzea at large, I pray our peoples can put aside their differences.
Okay, sure.
Those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future.
But those who don't learn from the
Should
past
aught
are doomed
befall
to
one of our
repeat it.
shipments, pray inform Lucia immediately. You may also relay to her any words you might have for me alone. Not being of Ishgardian birth, she owes no allegiance to any noble house, making her as near to incorruptible as one can find in my homeland. Suffice it to say, I trust her completely, and so may you. Which reminds me, Lord Orchefon, if you would be so kind.
Certainly.
In times such as these, trust is ever in short supply. Mayhap this will go some way to rectify the problem. The results of our investigation into the heretics' recent attacks, as well as our interrogation of the merchant you detained.
Sir Emmerich, I cannot thank you enough.
Think nothing of it. Ishgard may be many things, but it is no friend to Garlemald.
Did I not tell you to have faith, my friend?
I suppose you did. I suppose you flippin' did. Alright guys, now here's where I'm going to end this stream. I hope you all enjoyed it. Whether you watch it live or archived here on YouTube, this is definitely a longer one, for sure. But I enjoyed it so much. So I'm going to go talk about more details about me possibly changing the streaming schedule again. Even though I know we just started coming back to Wednesdays. But I think I'll mention it on Saturday stream, if you guys will. Because like I said, there's so much story quests going on in this game that I'm far behind on, and I want to catch up as soon as possible. I think it'd be best if I did do the thing that I'm going to talk about. But we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give that like button a click. Comment down below what you like about the video, what you didn't like about the video. And let me know. No, wait, no. That's not what I do for the streams. But yeah, thank you all again for watching this. I'll be back on Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, as always, with some more Final Fantasy XIV. We're getting very close to Heavensward here. My guess is we'll start Heavensward not on Saturday. We'll get very close to it, but the stream after that is, I think, we'll start Heavensward. We'll probably have a few more quests to go in that in the two storylines that are left. Actually, maybe it'll take 2 more streams. It all depends. We'll see. But anyway, we're getting close to Heavensward, I promise. So, all right. Thank you all again for watching. I'll see you guys on Saturday with some more Final Fantasy XIV. Bye.